going on to the next. So also nutrient deficiency and supplements, not workout supplements specifically, just for overall health and longevity. So even this one ties back to a lot of the same nutrition changes, at least. Maybe even stress, by the way, that could impact nutrient like absorption and stuff. But looking into supplements for health, so I would always first start with food, because I feel like this is a common one. And I just have someone who onboarded, last week, actually. A bunch of stuff we got to work on. And she's basically, hey, should I be taking this? Hey, should we be doing this? I have the multivitamin, the fish oil, and all that good stuff. And I actually do want to get into specific supplementation with her. But here's the thing, things like sleep need to be taken care of. Things like, her overall just structure with nutrition, food choices, all that. So we need to still start with those basics first. So what I like to do is looking at food, or if there's a specific condition, maybe already start with some supplements right off the bat, but try to get like the biggest rocks moved first, So that's taken care of. We can also use Chronometer, which we both use with our clients. If you use that common foods database, you're going to get all the nutrients, like all the micronutrients even, and you'll even see how much you're getting. It's not always like, you'll see like a confidence score as well. If it says, I don't know, like 80% confidence score, 90, like that's great, but it's going to depend on how much labeled stuff you track, really. I will add that they recently, I think this or last week, they updated their database. Now even a lot of label stuff also has the micronutrient values.
Nice.
Which is super cool, by the way. But that's also one way to do it. If you look into your nutrition report in Chronometer and you see, hey, I'm basically never eating iron. Okay, maybe introduce some iron-rich foods,
Yeah.
But then again, also in terms of deficiencies, I would first start with looking at, are we getting it? Can we look into Chronometer? And then can we get a blood test if we really need to? If I know someone is always inside.
What would be the reasons for the deficiencies?
Yeah.
Right.
Because that doesn't even have to be a food intake issue as well.
Right. Like so stress alone can cause deficiencies. Like stress is one big deficiency we see with a lot of stress is magnesium. So like just like attacking, like I have a post, I haven't posted yet, but basically it's saying no supplement is going to fix your problems if, your sleep, your nutrition, your movement, and all of that isn't being addressed first. Those have to be addressed first. Unless, they always have to be being addressed first, period, with every single person. But if there is more complex issues happening, then for sure I'm going to, incorporate some supplementation based off that person and their symptoms. So like someone with PCOS, if they're dealing with like acne and hair growth, like soft palmetto is going to help, a lot with that. So I know that, but I still like to test, right? I still like to test
just to make sure. Yeah.
And testing gives us an idea, but we're still treating based off the symptoms in the person, right? We're not just going based off the labs. But, in terms of like, she's asking nutrient deficiencies and supplements, we've talked about this before, but like, I would say some basic ones are like magnesium,
for sure.
B12s, B complex, just like the B vitamins,
vitamin D.
Vitamin D, is a big one. You definitely want to take vitamin D with K though too. Make sure it's vitamin D and K3. And what was the other one?
K2.
Oh yeah, D3, K2.
No worries.
What was the other one I was gonna say?
I like creatine.
Like zinc too. Those can be helpful. But again, if like you're not sleeping and like you're really stressed and like you're eating a bunch of highly processed foods and you're not getting in, your micronutrients, or like you're drinking a lot of alcohol, like these things need to be addressed first because you're just basically wasting your money.
Yeah, for sure. I think even here though, It just depends on the person, because what I will say, like sometimes I will say like, hey, there's definitely bigger stuff we got to take care of, but we might as well create a little bit of, get things a little bit better by actually supplementing. Yes. But I will still stick to like the very basic ones, like, I don't know, get like a magnesium for sleep. Yeah. I'm really big on that one,
Same.
Or even just fish oil in the beginning, or some of the basics. You'd be surprised how many people here where I live, where we have no sunlight for a long time, do not take vitamin D at all. Right? I mean, we don't need a blood test to confirm a deficiency then.
Right.
So it's like, hey, no, you should be taking this, and we need higher doses here. So